Hi guys, I'm Mia Pearl, and today we're going to be talking about what it means to be an it girl and how you can be one too. I feel like a lot of people, when they picture a girl like this, they picture flashy, waking up at 5 a.m., doing things to overexert herself and separate herself from everybody else. But when I think of an it girl, I think of a calm, magnetic vibe. Someone who just like knows who she is and that she is that girl because she's that girl. She doesn't need to do anything to make her that girl. All she needs to do is know exactly who she is. It's so easy to look at a girl like this and think, oh, this is unattainable. I could never be like her. And I'm not saying that it's not a challenge or a journey, but it's definitely way more attainable than you think. So here's everything that I figured out by observation and by leveling up myself that I can share with you guys. First thing you're going to do is throw jealousy, envy, and comparison to others out the window completely. An it girl knows that nobody's her, nobody can do what she does or say what she says in the same way that she can. Guys, everybody on earth is special just for existing, but a lot of people don't feel that way. A lot of people don't feel like they are special or that they deserve to be treated as someone who is special. There is room for all of us on earth. One person's success is not going to take away from your success. One person's praise is not going to take away from your praise. You know what is going to take away from your success, though? Spending time and energy worrying about other people's success. That is the only thing. Okay, next tip is going to be to stop conforming to what other people are doing. A lot of people think that doing exactly what everybody else is doing is going to make them more likable, but it's literally the exact opposite. You become the most magnetic when you throw what other people are thinking out the window and you do what you want to do. When your energy inside aligns with your actions and what you're doing on the outside, you're going to become your most magnetic, and people around you are going to be able to tell and they're going to be drawn to you. If you're copying somebody else, for one, people are going to see right through it. Okay. For two, you're not going to glow the same as the person you're copying because your energy inside is not going to align with this other person's actions. Their actions are going to align with their own energy. And so they're going to be the ones who are glowing, and you're just going to look like an imposter. You're not going to look as magnetic as that other person. Also, would you rather be liked by doing stuff that you don't even want to be doing, or would you rather be liked by doing exactly what you want to do and being your authentic self? Which one sounds easier, happier, and more freeing? I'll let you take a guess on that. Moving on. Also, guys, people are literally journaling. People are pleading and begging with God and asking to be able to be their most authentic selves and be able to do what they want to do without fear of being judged. That's why if you can do this, people are going to be drawn to you. People are going to want to live through you, first of all, and people are going to want to learn from you and learn why this girl can just do this with ease or seemingly with ease. You'll be living the life that people want to have. My next tip is building up your confidence. And you do this by finding your passions, finding hobbies, building up your own values and your own beliefs so that you're strong in them and nobody can tell you otherwise. The more things that you do for yourself and by yourself, the better. There is nothing that people like more than talking to somebody who knows exactly who they're talking about and exactly what they believe in. People don't like people who waver on their beliefs. If you don't know what you're talking about and you don't trust yourself, people are not going to trust you either. And honestly, you can't expect them to. And going right along with this, do not treat yourself negatively. Don't talk negatively about yourself, and do not treat yourself like you don't want to be treated. A prize treats themselves like a prize. It sounds kind of cliche, but in the end, all you have is yourself. And why would you be talking crap about the only person that you have? Sounds silly. Just like people will not trust you if you don't trust yourself, people also will not like or respect you if you don't respect yourself. And again, you cannot blame them. It's harsh, but it's true. Do your self care, exfoliate, go to the doctor, go to the dentist, get your checkups, okay? Take care of your body because people can tell, and it's going to make you feel way, way better to know that you're all taken care of. And on top of this, find your style. Accessorize in ways that you think fits your vibe. Dance around. Like, this is your life. Okay, treat yourself like you are prize and it will radiate from the inside out. I promise you. People who put in the extra effort to take care of themselves are so hot. They're so magnetic and it literally radiates from them. You can tell. You can always tell who puts in the effort and who does not. The next thing I want to say is to give yourself time because you are literally building a whole new mindset, complete with new ideas and a new way of thinking and living. It's gonna take you some time, especially if you didn't have much confidence before and you're kind of finding yourself or in the process of finding yourself. It's gonna take you some time. It's probably not gonna happen for you overnight because this isn't something that you can just copy from somebody else. Like I said, it has to be true to you. It has to be your energy radiating from the inside out. So it might take you a while, and that's okay. It's learning to build your own confidence and be magnetic in your own way, not in a way that other people are using, but in your own way. It's not going to come overnight and it's not going to look like anyone else. Also, give yourself some grace because it's not necessarily gonna be easy. It's gonna be a little bit challenging. But as long as you're trying your best every day, putting your best foot forward, you're in the right place. My next tip is to get okay with being alone. Get so okay with being alone. Literally love being by yourself so much that other people being around is just an extra additive into your life. It's not something that you need. In this life, you only need your own validation. You don't need other people to have fun. You don't need to wait around on other people to experience life. This is your life. So be so okay with knowing that you are the main person that you have. This is going to help you when meeting new people. This is going to help you in relationships and friendships because people are going to know. People can tell when you're afraid of losing them or afraid of being by yourself, and they'll act accordingly. They will use this to their advantage so that they can get what they want out of you because they know that you don't want them to leave. People will also know that you're just more valuable because you're a complete person. You don't need anyone else to have fulfillment in life. So people are going to treat you like a prize, like somebody that they should be treating as important, like they should be afraid to lose. So this is super important. I'd say honestly that this is the most important tip. In order for this to work, though, you actually have to believe it. You actually have to spend time by yourself and you have to do things for yourself. Otherwise, you're just saying something that's not actually true. And people are going to know. Like I've been saying this whole time, people can tell, people can read you. You have to spend time with yourself. You have to do things that you love. Like I mentioned earlier, self care, hobbies, honing in on your own values and beliefs. Do the work. Next, body language and posture. So important. People say this all the time, but it is incredibly true. I'm going to tell you right now. A person who is standing up straight with their shoulders back, looking open, and with a slight smile on their face, you're going to look at them differently than somebody who is hunched over, like trying to hide themselves away from other people. Something that I've been learning to do a little bit more that I think is really, really important is to move slower. Now, moving slower is going to communicate to other people that you're sure of yourself, you're not nervous, you're not trying to run away, you're not trying to fidget. People think that you're uncomfortable when you're doing this. People think that you're like, you want to be somewhere and that you don't want to be talking, and they're not going to be drawn to you. Your body language doesn't have to look like everybody else. I feel like a lot of these videos don't say that. You know, everybody has body language that's unique to them, but the most important thing is that you're communicating that you're open, you're confident, and that you're sure of yourself. My next tip, and I feel like this is hard for a lot of people for some reason, is to be okay with receiving gifts, receiving compliments, receiving attention, anything like that, receiving help. An it girl knows that she's worthy of anything that's being given to her. Why wouldn't she be? If you're sitting here giving gifts back to people and telling people that you don't deserve them or responding negatively to compliments and not just taking them, people, for one, are going to be repelled away from you. But two, they're going to believe you. They're going to believe you that you don't deserve these things and you aren't special. And they're also just going to stop giving to you and they're going to give to somebody else that they believe is worthy of what they're giving. So be the one who accepts it. Now, I get the mindset that people are only giving to you so that they can get something in return, because that does sometimes happen. But that brings me into my next tip, which is setting boundaries. You are allowed to tell a person no or cut them off if they're expecting things from you just because they did something for you. That is not something that somebody should be doing, and that's not something you should accept in your life. Setting boundaries is also just so important in every other aspect of life. And it goes back to the self respect thing I was talking about. People need rules and guidelines on how to treat you. When you think of something expensive or nice, there's always some sort of care instructions that go along with it so that you don't damage it, so that you treat it nicely and it stays nice. Now, you're not an object, but I think that was an important comparison to make, because anything that is worthy and special deserves to be treated as such and should not be treated any kind of way, just like a person. We are also not going to be people pleasers. We're not going to do things that other people say at our own demise. This is just going to, like I said earlier, open the door for people to disrespect you. Also, it gives the impression that you're afraid to lose people and that you can't just be by yourself. You have to do what other people say, and people will take advantage of this, unfortunately. Boundaries are hot. A person who knows what they want is hot. A person who treats themselves nicely is hot. A person who wants other people to treat them nicely is so hot. Okay, guys? And that was all my tips for the day. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I could always make another one of these because I have so many more things that I've learned and that I'm still learning. I had so much fun sharing what I've learned, and look, it's like dark out. But let me know what you'd want to see in any other videos. Follow my socials. I put them before and after my videos and then in this description and also in my bio. Look for me on TikTok and Instagram. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.